Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So Elon Musk, Papa Elon, has decided to place an offer to buy a 100% stake in Twitter. So basically own it outright. And why has he done this? We all know that Elon has the power to move the market. So has he done this so he can basically make a good profit or begin to start making a good profit on his 9% stake that he already owns? Or is there more reasons to it? So in this video, I'm going to go through basically what the reason is from his own words, and also look at the price, where it's currently at and where I believe it's going to go to, and also is this the right time for him to buy on a technical note. So all of that is coming up in the video, so make sure you guys watch to the end. And also, while you're at it, if this is the kind of content that you enjoy seeing, perhaps you're invested in Twitter or you just want basically up-to-date news on what's going on with the markets, then make sure you guys subscribe and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads and updates that I do on stocks or crypto. With that being said, let's get this bread. So Twitter closed yesterday's session at $45.85, and having a look at some of the key metrics, so looking at the short float and also the EPS this year. So the short float is sitting at 4.99%, which is fairly low, and also the shares float is sitting at 780 million shares. Now I don't see the chance of like a short squeeze happening. I mean, Twitter's too big, there's too much liquidity, there's all of that, so there's not much of a short float that could potentially happen. But if we look at the EPS this year, so this basically shows the value or the return on investment that each shareholder would have, and it's sitting at 80%. And if I have a look at the average volume, so the average volume of shares traded on a daily basis for Twitter is 34.3 million shares, whereas yesterday's volume was sitting at 44.3 million. I mean, the increase in volume shows, of course, there's a lot more people getting involved in the trading activity of Twitter, and maybe a lot of people were anticipating this kind of news, or most likely this was following Elon Musk actually purchasing 9% stake in Twitter. So a lot of people are really positive about this news and are really getting behind Twitter. And Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter for 43.4 billion. I mean, that is a huge sum of money, right? If I was currently the owner of Twitter, I'll be selling that each, like go and get somewhere in the Bahamas or somewhere, just be chilling for the rest of my days. But we'll see what happens. Elon Musk has made an offer to buy Twitter with a bid that values the company at 43.4 billion, a regulatory filing showed on Thursday. Musk's offer price for $54 per share represents a 38% premium to the closing price of Twitter stock on April the 1st, the last trading day before Tesla CEO's over 9% investment in the company was publicly announced. I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe, and I believe free speech is a societal imperative for a functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve this societal imperative in its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. So we all know that Elon Musk says what he says on Twitter, right? He's a fair user of Twitter and we all love his tweets and go crazy over them and stuff like that, even though a lot of the time he moves the market and stuff like that, which is really good. And Elon Musk, as a guy, I've never met him myself, but he seems like a really chilled, really cool guy, someone that you want to hang around with, right? He believes Twitter could be a very good platform for that freedom of speech, because we all know, let's face it, a lot of news outlets, all of that, they pretty much promote what they want you to see. They only promote their narrative, or what basically the narrative that they want to push out, right? To have a lot of people believe in and all that stuff. If this offer is successful, he buys and owns 100% of Twitter and he allows freedom of speech, then this will be a good thing, because that way you'll be able to tell the truth from the lie, all of that. But the flip side of that coin is that it needs to be regulated, where you get a lot of people promoting free speech and basically good news or whatever, promoting what's actually going on in the world. You get those who would also just want to troll the internet, who just want to do whatever, basically offend people, all of that. So Twitter would need to be regulated for that flip side of the coin. I'm sure this is something that Elon has already thought about and he's considered, because he's a big user of Twitter, so he's already seen so many different types of comments, so many different types of people. So I believe he's already got that on the wrap. So quickly have a look at the options order. Price is currently sitting at around $45. So let's have a look at basically between $40 and $50 strikes. So $40, you're looking at effectively, if we look open interest and volume, right? So these are the two columns that I'm going to have a look at. So $40 strike, open interest 24,000 for calls, right? And volume is 138. So not many people are buying like in deep in the money options. I mean, the volume is 138, but the open interest is there. There's a lot of people that if the price goes down to that, they'll scoop them up, right? But if I have a look at up to $50, I mean, the volume has gone up to 12,000 and open interest is sitting at 17,000. This is for the calls. So why is there so much volume for the $50 strike? And there's so much volume because look, the price is currently sitting at $45, right? If you buy an out of the money call option, the premium is going to be a lot lower. You're going to pay a lot less because it's out of the money, right? But with a news like this that's hit, if your order gets filled, by the time it gets to $50, you're going to be heavy on the intrinsic value and extrinsic value depending on where your expiry date is. So you're going to be raking in a lot of money. This is like an option buyer's wet dream, right? But anyway, if we look at the puts in comparison to that, right, the puts is sitting at, well, $40 puts, they're sitting at 4,000 and open interest 11,000. Now if we look at the $50 strike, it's pretty much the reverse of the call options, right? So with all of that said, let's have a look at what the price action is saying. And right now, I mean, the market closed yesterday at $45.85, and look, pre-market is already sitting at $50. The price actually came down to $32, and since then it's made a very good recovery, and it made pretty much a most recent high, basically up to $54. So I believe the price is potentially going to head up to test that $54, which is right now serving as a potential resistance. If the price goes up and tests it and possibly breaks it, then with the news, the momentum built up from the news, and also the momentum just building up from the price coming down to test one of the Fibonacci retracement lines, the 38 and the 50% line bounded from that area. So there's a lot of demand already at this point. So the price is also above the 50 moving average, which shows that the trend right now is bullish, and I can see the price heading up, easily testing that $54 resistance and potentially breaking it to get to the previous support, which is now serving as a resistance around $58. So we'll just need to wait to see what the market is saying. I believe Elon Musk is going to do wonders for Twitter. You know, he's going to drive in the right direction, and he's got a big plan for it. I mean, he wouldn't be offering $43 billion if he didn't have a plan to go ahead and a plan to pretty much make it a better company and better pretty much everything, you know. So just watch this space for Twitter. You know, it's going to be a very good potential investment if they accept the offer, but we'll just need to wait to see what the response is. So anyway, if you enjoyed that video, make sure you guys subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell. Leave us a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this deal. Do you think it's going to go through? Do you want Papa Elon to be the face of Twitter and be the owner of Twitter? Do you believe he can actually steer it in the right direction and promote freedom of speech? What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know this is the kind of content I enjoy seeing, and I'll continue bringing out updates on Twitter. Thanks guys, God bless.